What made you want to go into the Navy? How did you?
To get away from my father. There was nothing to do, really.
Really?
Yeah, I was 17 years old. What was I going to do? I got thrown out of school. And I got ahead and argued with my father. So we were living in the country, so I went out to into Buffalo at my sister's house. And then I was talking to him, and my brother-in-law, he was in the Navy. And I said to him, I wonder if Daddy would sign me in, because he had a parent sign in. No, I won't. So I called just for the heck. I went to the Navy recruiter and all that stuff. And from the recruiter I called. And I said, hey, could you meet me down in Buffalo? He knew what I wanted, because I said, meet me downtown Buffalo. I told him where to meet me, what time. And I'll be down. He come up, didn't say nothing with me. He said, all he asked me is, where are we going? I said, okay. I told him, okay. Walked in, he said to the recruiter where I signed. Signed, and out he went. Left me there, that was that. So I went.
So off you went?
Off I went.
I heard you were kind of a ruffian.
I got thrown out of 5th grade. I got thrown out of junior high. I was a junior when I got thrown out of high school. I almost got thrown out of the Navy. Oh, yes. Oh, I had my share. I had my share. Even after I got out, up until...
You still sort of wild, huh?
The first 10 years, I'll tell you my way.
Quit shaking.
I'll tell you. I used to get in some doozies.
I never got in much trouble or fights or anything, but...
Well, Dad told me the only person he ever had to knock out was you.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
You don't even remember that, do you?
No, I probably was so drunk.
We was in a bar earlier and you was all drunk up, and I just knocked your ass out and threw him over his shoulder with me.
You thought I was going to jail, huh?
Well, the cops come in right after we left. Yeah. They called the cops on you.
What country was this?
That was over in Spain. And they'd beat you up.
They beat me up in Spain.
I took you down, and I was drunk too.
Hey guys.
So I put you in the captain's gig.
No, wait a minute. If that was it couldn't have been in Spain.
It was in Italy or Spain, one of them countries, I remember.
The first port in Spain
was Rhoda.
That's where I got beat up.
It must have been Italy.
That's where I was in jail.
It's probably Italy where it was then.
You were in jail?
Oh, yeah.
Was that where they billy clubbed you?
Oh yeah. I didn't even recognize him when he come back to the ship. He had knots on top of knots. I mean, they beat you over there, buddy.
I didn't know what the heck happened, but I knew I was in trouble when I woke up naked on a bunk that didn't even have a mattress on it. I was just laying there. The guy boss's mate was waking up. It was about 11 o'clock.
Like I told you, I took your ass down to the pier and put you in the captain's gig. You ain't supposed to even be in there. Take it back to the ship. So yeah, let's get in this boat. It's here.
Now, what all ships were you on?
I was first year I was a year shorter in Bayonne, New Jersey, and then I went into Whack-A-Mole with him. And from the Whack-A-Mole, I wound up on.
You guys snuck in on me. I didn't see you.
Don't matter. We're just bullshit.
Okay. How long you been here?
A couple minutes. We just both.
An hour. I know.
Always lie.
You always lie?
Always lie.
Okay.
Hour.
Okay.
So anyway, then
What can I get for you?
Wait, hang on. So where did you go after the Whack-A-Mole?
Brooklyn Navy Yard, and from there I got transferred to the USS Sheldrake till I got discharged.
Sheldrake, what kind of ship was that?
Converted minesweeper. It was an what they call ocean survey.
Do they still have minesweepers? They were made out of wood.
I don't know.
Minesweepers were made out of wood.
A little different. Well, this one here was a steel.
Yeah, but the original ones were made out of wood because they didn't take mines in.
Well, the original minesweepers, they used to have the things that stick out.
They hit the things, yeah.
And the PT boats were wood.
Well, the regular minesweepers were wood too, the old ones.
But they were a little bigger than a PT.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were bigger than a PT.
But this was an ocean survey. I used to make maps.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing I was afraid of when I got discharged. I got off that ship. You'd go miles one way.
Now they claim they
claim
they had good food on those minesweepers.
We used to have good food until after you've been out after 2 weeks, because you didn't have big storage lockers. After 2 weeks, you got garbage. You got all this stuff, bologna, and oh man. And then the milk would go bad and stuff. But
remember that tanker one time? The food started getting shitty on that tanker.
Yeah.
That one time we all protested. They had that damn red gravy shit you used to put on bread in the morning, you know?
Oh yeah.
We all filled up our trays and
SOS.
dumped our goddamn trays right in the trash can. We wouldn't even eat that shit. We protested.
SOS. It must have been after I was in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was, I thought it was good.
Now,
That was bad at this time.
Wasn't there was the woman who snuck on the ship looking for him?
Yes.
No, well, the one,
The
The crazy one?
Yeah, that was his girlfriend.
Yeah. I left her.
Did she sneak on another ship
Matter of
too?
fact,
Yes, she did. She wound up on Forrestal aircraft carrier, and they found her 9 days after they're out of port.
Who hit her? How did she
A couple
hide?
guys that had her down in a locker.
you could take people on board.
Oh, on an
if they
aircraft
don't-
carrier, you can hide anybody on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have hit her I could have hit her up in the bosun's
Well, yeah.
locker on that oil tanker.
But you were trying to hide from her, weren't you?
No, I didn't. I had left her, and I told her I was going back to the ship. Where I went to this dance hall. I went to the dance hall.
Well, she was. They went to that nursing school.
Whatever.
Well, the three. If you remember correctly, we was out drinking, walking around. We went by that nursing school, and I told you guys. I said, man, they got some women here. When there's one standing there on the steps, I said,
Yeah.
I'll go up there. And you guys said, oh, you ain't got a hair in your ass, you know, Humper. You ain't gonna go up there. So I walked up to her and said, hey, 3 sailors here looking for some women. And she says, well, she said, I'm waiting for my husband right now. But that did that end. She said, but if you want some women, go in this door here. And this woman, go to the desk. We went to that desk, and that old lady found them 3 women coming around the corner.
Yeah.
That's how it all evolved.
But I told her I was going back to the ship, but I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why she come on. Look, I went to pick up this other chick at the dance hall.
You were a
I
player?
Oh yeah.
I never knew you was doing that.
That's what happened. I was with another chick while I got back to the ship. They said, where the hell you been? Some girl on there's gonna kill you.
Because didn't she wake you up looking for him, Dad?
Yeah.
Talking about a girl come on the ship looking for him, woke me up in my bed in the middle of the night on the ship looking to kill him. for standing her up.
No, I didn't stand her up. I was with her all day. In fact, she met me at the ship at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I got off of Liberty, and we went to her place. And then I left her and told her I was going back to the ship. That's why she was looking on the ship for me, and I was at the
Shame
dance.
on you.
I was all partying.
So how long has it been since you guys have seen each other?
46 years.
Well, you haven't seen each other in that long since
Yep.
you were...
1963.
And you know how it happened? A friend, I got online one day and I made a video and I said, does anybody know how to find people? And a friend, and I said a name. I said his name, and the woman PM'd me and said, here, I found this Delucci about that same age in that same area. So I called him and he answered the phone and I said, were you in the Navy? Were you on the USS Whack-A-Mole? And I'm wondering, he probably thinks, oh God, it's some kid I had and I don't even know I had.
Well, it's a good thing I had just a few months back, I just got caller ID.
Yeah.
And I've been screening my calls. I didn't want to whack up calls and stuff. And the only reason why I answered that day, it didn't have the name. It had
Michigan call?
well, it didn't say Michigan. It had the area code. And I knew my daughter. You know,
You thought it might have been
Michigan.
them or something?
And I said, well, maybe it's a cell phone or something, you know, because I don't know her cell phone numbers. And that's why I answered.
And now you're sitting here with us.
Right there. I like this Frank right there.
Thanks. Well, see, that's got Cayenne.